ill. The things that have happened here, we were so scared when she was first included into the program here in Seymour that she would be with the entire population of kids. We were so pleased to find out that within a short period of time, she was not only welcomed, she was welcomed with open arms. In elementary school, being included into the program, sometimes the other kids would almost bicker on who would get the chance to walk down the hall with her to bring in the daily attendance to the office. They all wanted to go. They all wanted to be part of her. Whether it's a holiday, a regular day, a gym class, they've included her with open arms so much that it's heartwarming.
So are the regular education teachers receptive to teaching Hannah in the classroom?
Extremely. Extremely. Sometimes Hannah does have her little outbursts. Whether she can control them or not, they're still not completely sure. But if it's something that she doesn't agree with or like, she tends to fuss a little bit, make a little moaning and groaning and noises. They've adjusted to it properly. Nobody's gotten upset at all. And if it gets to be too much, somebody just walks outside with her for a minute, and 5 minutes later she comes back in and she's just fine. All the teachers have, I would say, gone out of their way at times to make her feel comfortable. And they're teaching the other kids when they do that too. We're all part of one planet. We all got to get along. Everybody has some skill, some gift that we're all given. Hers might be a little different, but they're opening their arms to it. I think it's just wonderful.
So how do the non-disabled students interact with Hannah in class?
Wonderfully. Wonderfully. They're young enough still to see that she exudes a love that is so pure. Nowadays, when kids are getting yelled at for giving another one a hug in class or after class, going down the hall, it's hard telling her not to, because she's become friends with just about every single kid in her classes. Last year, this year, it's like, they're amazing kids.
What are the special education services that Hannah receives in school?
In school, Hannah receives OT, occupational therapy, physical therapy. She gets assistance with voice training, speech. She gets special assistance with computers. She loves computers. I think sometimes she plays them all because she can do a little more, and she's letting them know. Just as when she comes home, she'll do less than she's doing in school at times, in some areas, and in some areas, you know. I don't think there's anything she's not getting here to help her be as well-rounded as possible. And they have enough meetings with us, at least minimum once a year, sometimes twice, and if they feel a need or if we feel a need, there's no problem at all. One phone call and boom, everybody gets together and says, hey, Hannah's doing this, maybe we should throw in another hour here or hour there or 25 hours here during the year so that she could accomplish these additional goals. They're flexible enough to say, she can do this. Might take a little longer, but it's worth the effort. For physical therapy, strength training, she couldn't walk up the steps, for starters, before. Like I said, 2 flights of stairs now. She does have some scoliosis. They constantly monitor that. During her gym classes, if they're doing something that's a little more than she's capable of doing at the gym that day, they'll have the people who've already worked with the physical therapists and trained on what to do work with her, and most of it would be strength exercises, coordination, mobility, walking, things like that are normally done from the back of the brain.
Would you say that here in the Seymour School District, they've made it a lot better for her? They've helped this kind of leap, or would you say that it was all her?
Good girl. Now show Vinny you know where to put that too. Where does
I'd
the
say
two
it's a
go?
combination of both, but I have to give more than ample credit to the school system. There's no way that my wife and I could have shown and done some of the things with her to get her to accomplish the tasks she's doing now. The doctors will say, oh, you did a great job, because she's doing things we never thought she would. But a big part of that is in school. She started at 3. Up until she came here to the Seymour school system, with the program that they have going now, she was no more than a 1-year-old child. She's grown considerably. And it's not just the parents. It's not. The school, the community of the school. Physically, mentally, emotionally, she's grown leaps and bounds.
What's your overview of inclusion facilitation? What is your personal opinion?
Almost feels like we've come out of the Stone Ages. A lot of the things that we did in the past was to just brush them off, put them in a room, and hide them, and child like this. To me, there's no doubt. To my wife and our families, there's no doubt this program was wonderful, and kind of feel bad for areas that are still using the older programs where you just push them aside. They're part of our community. They're part of our world.
So tell us, what is it that you do with Hannah?
Well, she has like letters and like we make noises for her and we're like, Hannah, can you give me like ta ta ta, and like which would be like T and she'd give it to us or something like that.
Okay. And tell us a little more about the Best Buddies program.
Well, we last week we like bowled and she really liked that, and we made that poster and she liked that too, and she has like that little Santa that makes noises and she liked that.